Okay, Victoria, we've been talking about getting this video for a while, and I appreciate you letting me do it. But your flowers are so gorgeous, and they add so much to Milton's character that Jimmy and I wanted to make sure we got this documented and put on the website so everybody could see your hard work and know who was behind it all.
Hey.
Now, when something's that pretty,
Yes.
you know, you just know people are going to ask who's doing this, and you're filling the place up for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, Victoria, I do want to kind of give some people some background on you, because I do know you, and you've helped me over at the studio on occasion, is that along with being a excellent server here at Milton's, you're also a photo stylist for agencies and photography, commercial photographers around the area. And you're doing these planted pots as what you say is a hobby, but I think it's a great hobby, and you do excellent. I am going to ask you a little bit about how you go about thinking through this. Do you just pick colors and flowers, or do you have a rhyme and a reason before you start?
Well, the first thing I do is I look at the sunlight in this house. It's amazing how the front of the house gets the morning sun, but the back of the house gets just pounded, probably about 8 hours of sun. So that's basically how I start. And then I look at color and texture. Just like I do for a photography shoot, mostly I do it with fashion and product. Even with that, I look at color and texture when I'm shooting. So that's what I do for here. And also what people can see from the road as well. It's amazing how when people are sitting at the stoplight, they can see all the color. So that's how I bring all my photography work into what I do and how I pick out my flowers, based on sun, location, and just color and what looks good.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
And that's exactly why it works, is because you think through it a lot.
And how I've decompressed from long day of shooting and then coming here at night is I play in the garden. I do it. I've been doing it for a million years, since I was a little girl in Santa Barbara. So this is what I do. So I just kind of bring it all here to Milton's, and it's amazing what it does to a home. And this is an old 150-year-old farmhouse. Well, why not have plants and containers and flowers? And it makes a person, when they're dining, feel good and comfortable. So that's why I do it.
It definitely adds an extra dimension to everything, and I think that it's super that you take this on to come over here and give this skill and this stuff to Milton's. I mean, I think it's part of Milton's character to dress things up and make things as pretty as it can be, and you do a great job of it.
Absolutely.
So tell me what you've done here. What are some of the plants in this bucket or pot?
We have a lot of daisies. I love daisies. I love impatiens. This will mound up. Particular type of little sedum. I mean, everything is going to fall right over. First time here in Milton's, I'm going to actually do a little trellis and have things kind of growing up a little bit more. Last year I did a lot of lilies, so the lilies were just huge and tall and big. This time I thought I'd do my color on a trellis, so I have one at the front door and then I have one back here. So this is what I'm doing this particular year. Doing a lot of geraniums. These take a lot of the sun, so that's what I'm looking for here, is just a lot of sun. These plants take 6 plus 8 hours of sunlight, which is definitely needed back here on the back porch.
Now, are these all annuals?
A lot of them are perennials. I try to do as many perennials as I can. This year I did a lot of perennials. So some of my perennials are still here from last year. Of course, they've come up. They haven't bloomed yet, but I'm adding, some of my impatiens and what have you that are annuals. So I've basically taken out the old annuals when the winter came, cut everything down. My perennials are coming up, so now I'm adding new.
Yeah, well, I think that's what's really super neat about it too, is each year you can add some different stuff, some annuals, work with what came up again, and just kind of keep it going.
I know my creeping jennies are going crazy. From last year, they're spilling all over the place. So
we'll have to go look at what a creeping jenny is. That's pretty neat.
And eventually we grabbed the umbrellas. We put containers in, and Jim is going to let me plant in all the little umbrella containers. So
because you went out and just updated those too, didn't you?
Yes, we got a bunch of new ones. So we did all of that, and each planter with the umbrellas. So while you're dining, in between you'll have flowers.
That's super neat.
So it'll be very pretty and very, welcoming. It'll be very nice.
You're a great asset to the company, and I appreciate you humoring us and letting me put you on video. Thanks so much.
Anyways, thank you so much.
All right.
I appreciate it. Oh, yeah.